Amid growing investor confidence, experts say the Philippine economy is seeing better days ahead. They add investors should capitalize on the uptrend by growing their funds rather than letting money just sleep in the bank. Now, here to tell us more about the money tree are Ms. Ayan Guevara, PhilAm Life Senior Vice President and Chief Investment Officer, Mr. Juni Banaag Jr., First Vice President and Equity Fund Manager of PhilAm Life, and Mr. Anthony Bernabe, he's the Vice President and Head of Affluent Segment Marketing for the company. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us here in the studio to talk about your money tree. Let's just first clarify, you don't have an actual money tree in PhilAm Life. Well, not yet. But if you have a money tree, you'll sell us the seeds and tell us how to grow it, right? Okay, let's talk about PhilAm Life's money tree. What is it about, sir?
Well, money tree is basically, as the name goes, it grows your money. So we want to really bring down, the story of the Philippine economy growing, and we want to have everyone participate in that. So money tree is the vehicle that allows, a simple investor or a saver to be able to participate in the Philippine stock market, or basically in any business that is already traded in the market. So you have professional fund managers that handle the investment for you. So all you have to do is just plan for what you need in the future and how much you are willing to spend today. So money tree is basically that simple investment product that everyone can participate, which is what we want to have in the Philippine population, to save for their future.
What makes this different from other products offered by other companies?
Basically, what we pride ourselves is our professional fund managers. PhilAm Life has provided returns for this product. And with me today are the heads of our investment team, which are actually the people who invest for this product. So Money Tree, for its equity fund, has provided 15% average annual growth year on year since 2004. So that's very high compared to an average savings, an average savings account. So Filipinos most probably know how to save in banks. But if you're talking about long term, the best way to invest is really to go into probably an equity-based product. So Money Tree provides that without the complexities of thinking about where to invest, because you have the fund managers to do it for you.
And let's talk to the experts on how you were able to come up with that kind of a rate, 15% year-on-year average since 2004. That sounds like a good number. Tell us about how you were able to do that.
Well, it's really about long-term sustainability. You see, Ron, these days, it is the Philippine economy's time in the sun.
Yes.
It's been built through the years. We've always had as our strength our large pool of productive labor. And now that productivity of our labor has generated so much resources for us. If I may to mention some numbers. Now today the remittances go $57 million a day. And that's built up so much gross international reserves that we can fund any multi-billion projects that this economy would want to pursue. I want to emphasize long-term, because in any investment we take comfort in the sustainability. When we have resources and there is sustainability, then companies grow. When Philippine companies grow, investors can invest in these companies with the comfort that these companies will be very stable and generate more profits year in year.
For your money tree, you don't invest in just a particular stock or particular industry. You don't focus on one. You look at all the probabilities and look for a maximized return. Am I correct?
That's right. It's a pool of funds, and we invest in diversified stocks. We invest also in government securities, not just the stock market, with the intention of really bringing out the best value for our clients. So really, it's a matter of leaving the fund management to the experts, and PhilAm Life has the expertise in that, so that our clients, the Filipinos, can go about with their own, say, careers or jobs. And they can rest assured that with a reputable institution like PhilAm Life, we can deliver, and this is really a tool for them to ride on the economy, the booming economy of the Philippines.
Of course, PhilAm Life is a trusted company, but there are still a number of people, as we've mentioned in our introduction and in our previous discussions, that they have money in their savings account that's just sleeping. How do you convince them to, hey, give me your money, we'll help you to grow it?
Basically, it's people, invest in banks because that's what they know. Their parents probably told them to save in banks for their future
That's
needs.
right. And then sometimes it just stops there. Put your money in the
It's like
bank.
automatic.
So we put our money in the bank, but sometimes a number of parents we're not able to tell them, you have to grow that. Keeping it in the bank may be safe, but it may not grow as much if you just put it on a savings account.
And at the same time, if people have long-term requirements, like they have to plan for their future, like retirement, they really have to also think of long-term investments so that they can maximize the potential earnings and make their money work for them. And that's the beauty of this kind of technique.
You have to have certain qualifications for you to invest in PhilAm Life's money tree?
Well, the minimum investment amount is 125,000. So that's basically all you need. What I suggest is you first talk to a financial advisor to do the proper financial planning, because you're supposed to match your future goals with how much you're going to invest.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So it's definitely important, not just to invest, but to really look at what you need in the future, for you to be able to not invest now, but also plan your investments in the future.
And the better part of that is you just don't go and tell anyone that this is my money. You invest it anywhere you want. You become part of the planning. It is your money, of course.
Exactly.
So a person, your fund managers will be able to tell them, what is your goal? Is it long term? Is it medium term? Is it short term? And the company will be able to tell them the possible risks if you're going short term, and the proper investments to make depending on your goal in life.
Your risk appetite, your time horizon. These are very important factors that your financial planner can help you walk through.
Okay, going back to the outlook on Asia and on the Philippines. You see this getting even more bigger. Asia getting, well, we've just reported about the Eurozone's crisis falling into recession again. How do you see Asia doing in the next couple of years?
Asia is actually the more exciting part of the global economy. In contrast to what is happening elsewhere, the outlook here is looking up, whereas in most global stock markets and economy, it's either flat or looking down. Because we are very stable, other than what's been often mentioned as we have the demographics to support the kind of consumption spending, which really spur the investment spending, which really spur employment, and more taxes, and bigger and more stable finances for governments.
One thing we need to ask from you, is this going to be a safe investment? Coming from the backdrop of investment scams that we've been reporting, is putting my money, investing my money on this fund and with your company going to be safe?
Well, we have not been in the market for 65 years for nothing. So our reputation is something that we also value, and we do stand by our commitments and the previous years where we have continuously delivered on our promises, our commitments. I think it's a testament to the fact that you can invest with us and be able to sleep soundly.
Okay, Ms. Ayan Guevara, Mr. Juni Banag, and Mr. Anthony Bernabe, thank you very much for joining us this morning and talking about your money tree. Thank you.
Thank you.
The modern European restaurant Zucchini's has been a staple in Manila's dining circuit. Know more about it when we return. Taste Buds is coming up here on Mornings at ANC.